And that's going out, of course, by request. That one's going out to Vince. And Vince wanted me to be absolutely certain to remind you all that although he may disagree with what you say, he will defend to the death your right to hear him tell you how wrong you are. And now here is a long-delayed request. Here is something off the new Pantera CD. This song is entitled 24 Hours. Don't worry, it doesn't last that long.
Oh my goodness. Well, if I had known you boys were going to be using language like that, I wouldn't have played your record.
New Pantera there, a charming and delightful and at times downright beautiful song, 24 Hours, which thank God did not last that long. Okay, I have an announcement to make, people. Listen up, take notes, this is important business. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and even though our general manager Doug Corbett is Jewish, he's always felt very close to the Irish people. No, that's a joke, he's Irish. And he's going to be throwing a big St. Patrick's Day bash in the entire town of Henniker. My entire listening audience is hereby invited to Doug Corbett's house tomorrow on St. Patrick's Day. And you know something? I hear Pennywise might be there. Anyway, if you want more information about this party, it costs $5 to get in. And there's going to be all kinds of refreshing beverages, if you know what I mean. And just give me a call here at 428-2278, and I will put you in touch with the right people. And while he was at it, Doug also wanted me to point out that a liberalism incapable of fiscal self-discipline brings about a radical conservatism conspicuous for its selfishness and insensitivity. Now here's a little St. Patrick's Day cheer for you. Doug Corbett and his St. Patrick's Day party, which is tomorrow night beginning at 8. Conan, give us more details. This is his roommate, Conan.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. It is going to be a massive
Great
bash.
Irish beers.
That, like, great Irish beers. Only Irish beers, right? There'll be none of that Budweiser stuff around, right? Right?
At least not till late night.
All right, when Doug's too sauced to notice. Okay, and let me see. So give me a call if you want to go, and I will, and I'll tell you how to get there. I was trying to find something, but I can't, so why don't I just get on Vince's request. Here is Low Rider, War Once Again. Double shot going out to Vince. Train kept a rolling. Thanks for that one, Vince. That was just long enough for me to go out and smoke a perfectly long, relaxing cigarette without interruptions. And hey, Vince, you ever noticed that a perfectly calm day will turn gusty the moment you drop a $20 bill? Well, as the saying goes, history is what could have been avoided. That's Alice in Chains, frozen on the 3-minute and 46-second mark. I'm trying to deal with a skipping CD and realign busted headphones simultaneously. You think me a wizard? Well, you'd be right. Now I gotta do 3 things simultaneously, and since that Alice in Chains song, regrettably, is not going to play, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just because I am so devoted to my listening audience, because as Vince says, you should never bite the ear that listens. I'm going to go right over here behind me, try to visualize this now, and I'm getting out the vinylistic kind of medium here of the Alice in Chains song that fine gentleman wanted to hear. And he wanted to hear I Stay Away, and I think we can do that. Okay, pardon me. Cueing now. The turntable is on. The record is spinning. The needle is reaching down to the vinyl. We have touched vinyl, ladies and gentlemen. One giant leap for Pennywise, one very small step for everybody else. And we're not getting anything. What's going on here? Maybe it's because I have the headphones on. Okay, got it. Let's just pretend that whole ugly episode never happened. Here is Alice in Chains, I Stay Away. And that is, once again, the only reason I can think of that England shouldn't fall into the ocean. That was the Wild Hearts, who even had the common decency to dedicate their first CD here to the memory of Mick Ronson, David Bowie's old guitar player who died recently. Anyway, that was My Baby Is Ahead. Before that, you heard Stoned by Treponum Pal, Kickstand by Soundgarden, and out by request, you heard Alice in Chains with I Stay Away. Sorry it took me so long to get that on. But as Ken once said, hey, don't be so modest, you're not that great. I Have the Gun by Crime in the City Solution, California by Luna, Take Me Down by the Loud Family, and a whole bunch of things for Vince that I don't need to repeat. All right, it's 9 o'clock, and as usual, Thomas is tardy. I have a ruler in my hand. I'm going to smack his knuckles as soon as he walks in the door. Anyway, that would be Fish, and he's supposed to be on at 9, but it's 9 and he's not here. Surprise, surprise. So, while I await the great lumbering one, I'm going to play some more music. Here is Lou Reed with No Chance. And that was Thin White Rope with a song called Ring. And before that, No Chance by Lou Reed. And it is, just about 6 or 7 minutes past 9 o'clock. And Thomas is indeed tardy. But he called and he said he's on his way. And he's in fact picking me up a jolt at the store. So I can't complain about the guy too much. And as a matter of fact, it brings me back to something that Vince once said to me. He took me aside and he said, you know, Pennywise, it is axiomatic that even the strongest of men will fall before a pygmy with a submachine gun. And I looked at him and I said, you know, Vince, that's brilliant. I knew you were smart, but I didn't know you were that smart. And then Ken chimed in with something dumb. And that is The Damned with Fish, which can only mean one thing. That fish has arrived. All right, he's a little late tonight, but these things happen. And it brings me back to a time when Fish himself took me aside and he said, Pennywise, my little plum blossom, serendipity is looking in a haystack for a needle and finding the farmer's daughter. And truer words were never spoken. And it helps me put this all in perspective. And he's going to be going through till midnight, and he's in the record library right now digging up stuff, and I've been playing all these rockin' tunes all night. I thought that I would, try to keep the momentum and not, put any crimp in Fish's style. So I'm going to close now with a song that is sure to flow smoothly into whatever Fish plays. And I'm Pennywise. I'm out of here. Well, I'm not really out of here, but I'm out of this seat anyway, and I'll be back next Wednesday, and hopefully so will Fish. So on that note, I'll say see you later and enjoy my last song here. Okay, so I'm a little out of date, but what do you want? I had to switch tapes. That was the Bob Dylan Christmas special, just a little nostalgia there for you. Before that, I Love You, Don't Take It Personally, with Want Something, Freeway to Stairbird by the Reverend Wirtz, and ST with Send Me Your Money. It is 20 minutes past 6, and right now I've got a request, and this one is going out to the Bear on the Air, Ohms. You can hear him here every Saturday night from 9 to midnight, and his show is always an experience. It is amazing what Frank Tilson, the Bear on the Air, can do to the English language. Don't miss it. And it's Elvis Costello off his latest with Pony Street. And before I put this song on, Bear just wanted me to remind you all that it takes 25 dumb animals to make a fur coat and only one to wear it.